All right, guys. I'm thinking that it's motherfucking time. Oh, yes. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, everyone. We have a great day ahead of us. All right. That's right. It is Saturday. Oh, boy. I tried to find my Don't Hate Me, It Turns Me On shirt, but I couldn't find it. Which one of you took it? Someone must have stole it. Would you rather listen to Pegasus for an hour or Nut Taku? I'd rather play 10 games of League of Legends straight. All right. Don't ask me any more silly questions. Ridiculous questions, dude. We watch any new anime? No, not really. Wait, League is fun? Copium. When it's fun, it's fun. And when it's not fun, it is not fun. Street sign is missing? Yeah. It's under repair. My worms are currently welding. Don't worry, it'll be back soon, hopefully. Anywho, when are you gaming streaming again, Denims? Please play Dark Souls. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, all right. Now, we have many a thing to get to. I'm getting word that MPregasus put out a video on me. So we gotta watch it because it's gonna be entertaining. Not because he's entertaining, but because it's funny to make fun of people like MPregasus. I can't resist. All right. Is it low hanging fruit? Yes. And I also got word that he really did not seem to understand a single one of the insults I made about him, which I guess makes sense. I think he might just be a little bit too slow to understand. It's a lot. I get it. I get it. Fruit hanging so low, it's rotting on the ground, dude. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. So we have that I want to get to. Then we have another Trump speech that I want to get to. Then we have some updates, guys. It seems like the Forever Diarrhea is from Taylor Farms, Iceberg Lettuce. Lettuce. And then we have some like just fun variety content that I prepped because I wanted to have a good time today. Okay. Let me close all of this stuff here. Ooh. A lot of good interviews recently. Maybe we'll get to that as well. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Shall we? Oh, I should make some tea also. One sec. Let me. Please ignore any trash in my background, okay? I was cleaning my living room, which means that I just shoved everything from my living room to this room. One sec. All right. Too late. We're already judging the trash. Luckily, most of the trash is off camera. Smart trash. This is some of the trash. I have to put it away correctly. Anywho, shall we? Taco Bell spoke first, so of course they're getting the Spanish flu treatment. Classic, classic, classic. I saw like that one meme of like the army member, like the vet or whatever, like protecting some sleeping child or whatever by taking all of the knives and bombs or whatever. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And it's Taco Bell and every other fast food chain is being protected because they were the only people uh what is it called, that spoke up and said, hey, we're going to try and do something to mitigate some of the forever diarrhea. Oh, let me see if I can move the sign. I'll go get it. Denims saw a reduction in viewership, so she started throwing it back. Mm-hmm. Okay, Denims, but what would you do if someone borked at you on the street, body them? Oh, I don't wear... I have stuff that I only wear on stream. I have too much anxiety to wear something like this outside. I also forget what I'm wearing. And I forget how I look 90% of the time. So when people say stuff, I'm like, there's like a processing delay. Like I keep forgetting that my hair is purple and people are like, oh my God, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Like not processing. And they're like, the color. That's what they like a minute later. I'm like, the color is what they were talking about. That's what they were talking. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but have you thought about how stupid you make us look when we're borking in our flats in silence with no one to hear it? Sorry, my bad. Answering the door with this shirt is no. I have a secret second shirt for when I'm not streaming. Also, stream clothes is sitting clothes. Okay, listen, anyone who's worn women's clothing before, you know what I mean? Like, there's standing clothes and there are sitting clothes. Okay? So, I don't wear any standing clothes on stream because I'm not standing. I'm sitting. So, I thought it said park for me. I was so confused. No, that's when you say, I thought it said park for me. We're so tired or whatever the Eve fartload joke was. All right. Well, everybody, shall we get into it? All right, let me pull. Guys, something is going terribly wrong. This is a cry for help. I'm hanging out with people too much. Should I explode myself? Metaphorically? I accidentally hung out with people yesterday, and then the day before that, and then the day before that. And then I'm going to do it today, and then I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then I have a podcast, another fun little podcast thing to record on Monday. Have you ever DJ'd? No, I don't know shit about DJing, bro. I don't know shit about music, all right, bro? Or audio engineering. Or audio. Who's that DJ? There you go. This isn't a DJ. DJs spin actual records. According to who? Hmm? Then why do they call it our DJing? Hmm? Loved you on No Politic here, but your worst take is that you gave up on Dota because it's amazing. I gave up on Dota because it was way too difficult, okay? All right. Social battery question mark? Well, I've been hanging out in small doses, so it's been good. It's also been a massive excuse to keep cleaning my apartment, which has been good. Your hair is so dope. Thanks. It's kind of like fading, not the same everywhere, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you played Dota, first of all, there's like 3 people that still play Dota. All right? I'm sorry, I can't do those queue times. I suffered in Overwatch at the end of Overwatch. I suffered those fucking 5-10 minute queue times. I'm not doing it again. I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled by rivals and I've been spoiled by League now. So I'm not doing that. All right. Second, dude, like, I found out about like minion collision and like uh turn speed, and I was like, in a MOBA? No. No. League is already too many things to keep track of. The two people who play Dota in this chat are seething right now. Wait, League doesn't have collision? How do you control the lane? It's like different. It's different. Like, I'm pretty sure you can like body block with creeps in Dota, and you can't in like League. Like, it's harder. It's more difficult. Also, some abilities block creeps. What the hell? What is Dota chat? I'm scared. Also, on the most shallow level, I'm sorry, that game looks hideous. All right. I have to admit something to everyone here. I really struggle to play hideous games. Okay? I've made exceptions, and I will always make the exception to try the game out. All right? And if it sells me in like the first hour of playing, I'll keep playing. But I will say, I didn't play RuneScape because it was uggo. I didn't play WoW because it was uggo. I didn't play original League because it was uggo. Like, I tried. Well, I guess the only one I didn't try was WoW. L take for WoW? Okay, I'm sorry. I was playing Blade and Soul. Okay, just go and visually look at those two. Before that, I was playing Vindictus. Okay, I'm not playing WoW when I'm coming from that, man. That's brutal. WoW is uggo? What? I mean, the cinematics are beautiful, but the actual game, when it was released, ooh, not good. Vindictus is instance simulator? Yeah, but you fail to recognize that that works perfect for my brain. I love grinding the same dungeon 200 times in a row. WoW looks fine. I remember when that shit came out, fucking hell, Blade and Soul's a 2016 title. Well, Vindictus came out in like, when did Vindictus come out? In 2010. And Vindictus was like gorgeous on release. Listen, guys, let's just be honest with ourselves for a moment, all right? I just want you guys to understand something. There are some things in games that are just too important. Some assets, some visual assets that are just too important to ignore. That WoW simply just does not deliver on. Okay? That's the truth. That's just the truth. I'm sorry, but like, they got this shit in WoW? I didn't think so. In the cold? You know, a friend of mine has an ancient saying, which is, a hoe never gets cold. And I've never heard anyone except for this one person say it, and I've never heard anyone before that or after that. And that's what I tell myself every time I'm cold. So yeah. But also I never met anyone who was into WoW. So I just never I'm like a social gamer, chat. I'm just like a social person, I think is the problem. I just like people. Is the problem. So I'm down to try anything that I'm down to try anything that people want me to try. I'm like, you know. Sure, there's like a couple exceptions here and there, but when it comes to video games, I'm down to try whatever. But I just never met anyone who was super into WoW. So I never played WoW. You know? Sorry, I've never had a friend of mine playing WoW. You might be too young for the MMO crowd. Haha, yeah. I totally didn't waste my life away on MMOs. Haha. I totally didn't dump hundreds or thousands of hours into MapleStory and then hundreds or thousands of hours into Vindictus and then hundreds of thousands, definitely thousands of hours into Blade and Soul. Haha. I would definitely never do that. And then by the time like people started suggesting Final Fantasy, I was like, I had already sworn off MMOs. I was like, no, I am an addict and you are trying to enable bad behavior. Did you try Warframe? I did get into Warframe for a period of time. I tried to like come back to it, but it didn't hit the same as the first time I had played it. So, yeah, I just never the truth is I just never got into WoW because I actually don't. I would have gotten over the graphics if I had friends who liked it. Cuz I'm pretty sure the bosses are like not mech heavy, but I'm pretty sure the mechanics on the boss fights are actually pretty fun in WoW. Which is the thing that was the most fun in Blade and Soul. Like the mechanics on the raid bosses are actually really fun. And they're very rewarding. Like they're difficult, but it's very rewarding. Which again is the thing that I ended up liking the most. So, anywho. Yeah, WoW is fun if you beat the bosses on release. They always nerf it to shit after like 2 weeks for casuals. Damn. No, Blade and Soul, they did not joke around. They only would nerf the bosses after the next big boss came out. So it would be like over a year of like the most difficult boss you've played against. Anyway, I played Divinity Original Sin. I do need to play that. I don't know if it's ADHD or what, but I think I'm immune to Skinner boxes because my dopamine doesn't work right. I can't get into MMOs for that reason. I have like the perfect combination of ADHD and OCD to get really into MMOs. The completionist in me is like, well, I just got to do one more. I just gotta listen. Let me just finish my dailies. Okay. Let me just do my weeklies right now. Like, I bet there's some pubs that are down to do weeklies. You know, I really should start on like the raid sheet practice guide for raid next week. I'll just get started on that right now so I can teach some of the new people how to do this mechanic. You know, maybe I should just. Oh, they are doing this event and it's a one-time only event. So maybe I'll just run this instance a couple times. And then it's been like 16 hours and I'm like, well, time to go to sleep and do it again tomorrow. It was not good. It was not good. It was really bad, actually. Anyways, enough gaming talk, fucking nerds. Nerds, losers. Okay. Dude, Can I show you guys something? What part of New York are you from? Queens. Um, Someone captioned this the long-awaited sequel to Twitch Thoughts by deceased content creator Nux. And also, say what you will about wokeness, but no leftist produces anything as bad as this. That's true, man.
Call me a racist, fascist, nationalist, grifter, bootlicking theocrat, literally Hitler, colonizer, Nazi, incel, bigot, white supremacist, privileged, idiot, snowflake, pick me, toxic, homophobe, chud, troll, sexist, deplorable, xenophobe, shill, dog, whistling, transphobe, simp, stan, alt-right, neocon, tyrant, yeah, and call me a...
Dude, yeah. This should be so bad, it should end the simulation immediately, okay? I know, it's so bad. At least it's not a Nuxtaku's fucking voice, dude. And you're right, Twitch, stop. At least it's not in that voice. Wait, my tea is ready. Guys, we need to DDoS the server that humanity is living on, okay? All right? We're good. We're done. We beat the game, all right? We got the bad end. We're good. Oh, so we're suffering today. It is shit Saturday. She still has the tag on her chair. Listen, all right? I don't like to remove tags on things. It makes me stressed. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here's the meme that I was trying to talk about with you guys earlier. This one. Parasite lettuce outbreak, Taco Bell, protecting Whole Foods, McDonald's, Subway, Costco, Walmart. Yeah. This is the culprit, by the way, guys. Taylor Farms. Also, I would just in general stay away from any salad kits because they're all the same thing. They're just repackaged. Like they all they buy it from Taylor Farms. They just have it repackaged. Wait, what? I eat those? Ah. I buy those all the time. Yeah, I would stay away from like just any green vegetables. I would just do that. I would just stay away from produce in general. I read watermelon is safe, chat. Because you can like wash the rind. And like things you can peel in general are pretty safe. Because you can get a good clean on it. But stuff that doesn't really have a rind, it's not really a good idea to get. As a vegetarian, this is my nightmare. Well, you can still get like chickpeas. Like beaned cans are all still good. Like, get some chickpeas, make yourself some falafel. Avocado's probably fine too, because you can peel it. Yeah, that was my understanding. Oh, and also if you're cooking your food, it's fine. It's just that like eating them raw is not good. Because cooking it kills the pathogen or whatever. The parasite or whatever can't survive. I don't know if it's a parasite or a pathogen. Or if those are still considered. It's a parasite? Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure cooking food is good and it'll kill the parasite, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you want to get like frozen vegetables and make some stir fry, that's totally good. That's still totally, totally good. It dies at like 157 degrees Fahrenheit, so if your water is boiling, you know it's higher than that. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, you just like I would stay away from any raw vegetables. For at least a little bit while. For at least a little bit while. For at least a little while. So deep fried lettuce is safe. I guess if that's how you consume your lettuce. Women no longer laughing eating salads. I know. Oh I'm only on that devil's lettuce. Shut up. I'm in Michigan. One of my coworkers got this from Taco Bell a couple weeks ago. We have any word on cucumber? I would just stay away, probably. There is no confirmation on how far it spread. We just know for sure that like iceberg lettuce is not safe. And there's no certainty on whether or not there's cross contamination. So it might be fine, but also it might not be fine. Lettuce is definitely not fine. Good thing we defunded the FDA. Phew, right? Thank goodness we stopped testing for forever diarrhea. Thank goodness we don't need to test for that. All right. But enough of that. All right, enough of that. No, not this. All right. Close this. Can we watch this? Would it be okay if we had some fun on a shit Saturday? Is that legal? Would it be legal? Hmm? No, not this. Dude, what the fuck is this? I like without glasses too. Dude, that's Charlie Turk. Okay. Sorry, can I say something really fast? Can I share something? Not fast enough. Wait. Let me pull it up. No. Where is it? Hold. Please hurry. Wait, hold. I'm trying to find this clip from like a few weeks ago. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Oh, here it is. Well, this is one of many clips. Do you guys remember how there were like a collection of like 5 clips of Asmon talking about being lonely and being like, I don't know what I do. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my day. I don't. And everyone on the internet was clowning on him, especially after the like men are more attractive than women or post, which was bizarro. It is crazy how easy it is to get to this guy because without fail, if you make fun of him for something that he's actually insecure about, he'll start overcompensating. He went on this whole tirade about how he doesn't care that people say that he's a lonely chud or whatever. And then within like a week or two, he's bringing women on to be like, see, guys, look, see, I'm not lonely. See, I'm not at all. Uh-huh.
willingly by his own choice for MapleStory yesterday.
It's because I'm so excited to play MapleStory, and I'm completely not a simp, and I'm not a pussy that's afraid to tell anybody no. I completely signed up for it under my own volition because I heard that the game was really popular, and I wanted to see what all the excitement was about.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
What class are you gonna play?
I was thinking about playing the same class as her.
So disgusting. Dude, let it be known. I hate people who speak with their fucking mouth full of food. It's actually the thing that pisses me off the most about the Hasan stream. That's like, I mute. I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't. I know that it's just like a small thing that a lot of people don't care about. I don't like it when anyone does it. It's particularly bad when like someone who's talked about having like fucking rotting teeth is doing it. OSHA violation. But I don't like it at all. It's so awful. Oh my god, dude.
You remember I played Lost Ark? And I was honing things. I would have a 2% chance I'd get that motherfucker. You're about to get mogged in your own game.
How do you know you're gonna be?
I'm just.
She's in the splash zone. Shut the fuck up. I want to be alone. Guy who now, after people humiliated him, is immediately trying to hang out with people on stream. No. I swear, it's that I want to be alone. I want to be. I want to be. I mean, again, do you remember how how hurt he was when Stavros made fun of him? Rough, dude. It's rough. It's rough out there. Ugh. I'm not angry. Don't put it in the newspaper that I was angry. All right? Please don't. Please don't put... I swear. I'm not owned. You know the sad thing, too? The copium and, like, the replies of a bunch of his fans being like, Asmon, please. She's just using you. Please. Why don't you understand? All women are the same. She's just using you. It's like, oh my god, dude. Ugh. Brutal. Yeah, telling a fat guy who makes being fat his whole shtick. Yeah, shut up, fatty. It's like stellar insult. What else you got? Okay, yep. You have correctly assessed. That man is indeed fat. Mm-hmm. Okay, now what? Now what? Anything else? Nope. All right. Got it. W observation. I do like Asmongold fans because they're really stupid, so their replies are all really stupid. Like when I get Chud comments, it'll be like, yeah, your hair is purple. It's like, oh, Jimmy just learned his shapes and colors. Good job. Okay, I know it's going to be scary, but numbers are next, okay? Oh. Oh, God. Okay, now. Next, what goes in the square hole? Cheddar said, as a 6'6", 550-pound bouncer, customers calling me fat is so sad. Like I'm a pro wrestler, huge, and that's all they got. Yeah, I do feel like past a certain weight, it's like, especially the type of person that's comfortable being shirtless, calling them fat doesn't do anything. A fat person being comfortable shirtless, there's nothing you can say about their weight that would impact them. Like that's it. Why did he say it in the Haley Stevens accent? He had to drop the black scent temporarily. He drops the black scent when he starts getting stressed. He goes back to his roots. All right. Enough of this. If you're fat, go swimming with your shirt on and no one can tell that you're fat. Life hack. Stop. Stop. That is diabolical. That's diabolical. Like I said, you're not going to impact a fat person who's comfortable being shirtless by calling them fat. Hmm? Yes, chances poop pants. Stop. Don't show. I don't want to even look at it. Stop. Why is the tie so long? Oh my god. Yeah, I saw this clip. I don't even know what to say about this clip. It's just like, it's...
You want to get the one, not that one. That's a piece of shit. That's the good one. This one? Yeah, that's the good one. No.
Let's see your base.
What's so funny about it? What's so funny? It's a great base. What do you mean?
You're ugly.
What do you mean? It's a good base.
Homeless.
I do?
Yeah.
Wait. Do you mean in real life or in game?
In game.
Oh, okay. Well,
Obviously.
well, no, my base is great. I was just saying, in real life, I'd agree with you. No, it's my base is fine. It's optimized. It's optimized. Everything about this is perfect.
I was gonna go pee earlier.
Yeah? What about it? Is it?
What happened to your toilet?
What?
It's unusable.
What? I mean, it's unusable.
There's like the biggest dookie stain.
No, there's not.
There is. I can't use it.
Okay, I'm going to say something very bold that I think no one has really talked about, all right? Okay. Sorry, I'm edging you guys. I'm building suspense. Okay? I'm building it. I'm building the suspense. I don't feel like this is a great strategy for Asmongold because his whole, like, brand is built around being, like, a disgusting piece of shit who doesn't care about what anyone thinks. And that's how he gets all of, like, the chuds in his audience because they're like, so true, you're just like me. I also don't want to clean or do anything ever and make myself more likable to other human beings. So bringing, like, women over and then being like, well, time to change for them is not very relatable for your disgusting chud audience. Now, it doesn't have to be that everyone in his audience is a chud that's disgusting, but all the disgusting chuds that watch are like, that doesn't exactly invoke or like inspire confidence in their Roach King. But, you know, it's a bold move, so let's see how it plays out. Yeah, I don't know if you have the link to this, but that's exactly the same thing. It's like when that one incel posted in the incel group chat that he finally had sex and they all turned on him. Okay, for the Clippers, who immediately are like, how can you call him an incel? He literally has a woman right there. It's called an analogy. The purpose of the analogy is to show that once one of the members of the in-group starts to look like a member of the out-group, the people of the in-group no longer find them to be relatable. If you're a disgusting chud who watches Asmongold because it's your comfort character, because it makes you feel better about you being a disgusting piece of shit, and he starts talking about how he wants to be less of a disgusting piece of shit, it's just not very relatable is the problem. Comfort character is wild. I mean, this sort of is gore of their favorite comfort character. If you think about it. He's showering and cleaning his house. You sold out. I've seen his fans coping saying how much he's cleaned his house recently. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Whenever I'm like panic cleaning, because I'm about to have a guest over or something, there's always like 2 things I do no matter what. Okay? 1, make sure that there's somewhere to sit. Because sometimes like I fill up my couches with like random stuff. It'll be like cat toys, clothing, things that I bought on Amazon, like cables, like just random stuff that has just accumulated over time because I don't really sit on my couch that much. And I'm like, where did all this stuff come from? Fuck. And the only other thing that has to get done is cleaning the bathroom. Okay? Like, bathrooms in general, like my bathroom in general is pretty clean because it grosses me out to have a gross bathroom. But you never notice, you have like bathroom blindness where you don't notice how gross your bathroom is but other people notice, right? Because I've been to other people's bathrooms and there'll be like one stray hair and it's so disgusting. And it's just like, it's literally just one stray hair, right? Or like the faucet and like the faucet handle, it's just like calcium deposit. I'm like, ugh. Looks suspicious. Even like spots on the mirror, like just water spots on the mirror. And it's like, where did that come from? Right? When it's yours, you know you're not doing anything disgusting by the sink. It's just like, it's just literally water and soap by the sink. But it's just so much more disgusting when you're going into someone else's bathroom. So like, that's like the number 1 thing that I always try to do. I'm like, toilet and sink need to be spotless. They need to look brand new. Because I feel like whenever I use other people's bathrooms, if the sink and the toilet don't look brand new, they always look a little gross. You feel me? Do you guys get what I mean? Which, like, when you keep a good space in general that's pretty clean, it's not that hard to, like, it takes me 5 minutes to make it, like, spotless, to make it sparkling. Because it's just like, okay, quick Windex, quick wipe down with, like, some antibacterial shine on the sink bowl and then the faucet and the granite or whatever. And then you just, like, put, like, the toilet bowl cleaner. And if your bathroom is pretty clean, you only leave the toilet bowl cleaner for like 5 minutes and then you just scrub it and then you flush and then wipe it down. So it really doesn't take that much time at all. And it makes such a huge difference, I feel like. Oh, and cleaning the trash can in the bathroom. Those are like so huge. Your shower hair probably looks like Grimace. No, I actually think shower hair is so gross. I actually clean it very often. It's so gross. But anyways.
The mullet rolls are gone, people.
Hap, thank you so much for the 50 gift subs. Let's go. 50 gift subs. Thank you. Oh my God. What the hell? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Everybody say thank you if you got gifted a sub. And if you don't say thank you, you will slowly go bald, 1 hair follicle at a time. And if you are already bald, you will start going unbald, but in a patchy way. 1 hair follicle at a time. Yeah. Balds thought you were safe. I didn't think so. Also, if you're making food, make sure the kitchen is clean too. Yeah. Admittedly, I'm not great about keeping the kitchen super clean because I just like I keep the counters clean. The stove is like a nightmare. Like the stove is like I hate cleaning the stove. I don't cook that much, but I hate cleaning the stove. But anyways, moving on. Not important. Not important. Let's. How many dishes in the sink are acceptable? Like 2 cups, a handful of spoons and forks. Well, sorry, I'm a purist. You shouldn't ever put like this is just me being insane. Let me just be clear. I don't like it when dishes are in the sink. It makes washing your hands more difficult. Depending on how much like space you have in your sink, I don't like it when they're in there. I don't like, and the other thing too is if you put like a plate and it kind of half covers the drain and then it I just hate putting dishes in the sink is like, it's just awful. I just hate it. It's just terrible. You only have one sink? Kind of. Yeah. Like there are two, but like the second one I use is like a dish rack. All right. Anyways, enough of that. I wanted to watch this with you guys because I thought it was funny. Denims, you don't have 8 sink. The GALORE 1 sink denims. All right.
Month is more Pegasus.
So all of his degenerate.
We should start from the beginning.
Welcome back to a series so messy, even Argentina subscribed in today's video. It appears Hasan's whole squad is now going after me after he declared me as the main villain
I like that going after me is like making offhand comments on stream.
of his stream. Female Hasan, aka Denims, is desperately trying to make fun of me, trying to call me pregnant as an insult. I have no idea what that means. She starts justifying Hasan's insane statements about executions and canings, claiming we can't take a joke, and then accidentally admits it's not a joke. She continues non-stop glazing Hasan and tries to shit-talk the legendary series. Now we've crossed the line. She then tries
Dude, I hate when he gets into the Nux Taku voice. It's so annoying, dude. Oh my god.
to act like a high school bully and try to make fun of me and does some weird nerd impressions.
I'm rubber and you're glue, okay? Sorry, I don't want to comment. I just want to let him do the preview.
30 years old, by the way. I have responded.
Guys, I don't know if you know this. After, I don't know what age he thinks. 20 maybe? 18, 16. No more whimsy. No more whimsy. Excuse you, I'm actually 40. Okay, get it right.
To the absolute brain rot. Asmon is calling out Hasan for being misogynistic and calling his lady friend a sex worker. He claims Hasan is acting like Andrew Tate, calling people gold diggers, and explains that she's already rich. He has responded to the viral clip of him being unable to find countries on a map despite being this political expert. Rank number 1 driver, Extra Emily, has committed yet another driving violation, and she has responded, smash like for never-ending entertainment, and apparently making all my haters very angry.
Let's up those numbers!
Does more Pregasus make you hesitant to do big business importing and exporting assets into Singapore? Yeah. I am pretty concerned about Singaporean commerce right now. I feel like I want to do a lot of trade, but I just can't.
Now
can't
let's
right
begin. Right, so it turns out the entire squad is after me now. Denims is also going after me. And this is after Hasan mentioned me like a billion times. He declared me like the number.
Sorry, saying Hasan mentioned me a billion times after you've made like 400 videos is so funny. I like that going after me is just calling you pregnant. It's just saying MPregasus. They're going after me.
Number 1 villain.
The official designated Hasanabi villain of the month is more Pegasus.
So all of his degenerate followers, the entire cult, has set their targets on me. And honestly, I couldn't have asked for anything better, because one fear I've always had in my 8 years on YouTube is running out of content. What if there's no drama, right? I'm just like, I have no content. Well, it turns out you can make yourself the drama and start milking yourself, which is just cinema. I think at this point, I'm going to be good for like the next year. Anyways, let's check out her meltdown over me. She started by trying to give me a new nickname. I think
Did you guys know you can milk yourself? Don't do that, man. What the hell? That's gonna get you banned, bro. There are websites for that. See, he's really not beating the MPregasus allegations. He's talking about milking himself. What the fuck? Oh, hi, Oxy.
She's calling me pregnant, and I genuinely have no idea where this came from.
First time I've asked you guys for anything ever before, but I really need this from you guys. We all need to stop collectively talking about MPregasus by calling him his name. Okay, that's his dead. MPregasus is his dead name. Okay, I would like everyone to get to calling him MPregasus. Or even better, MPregasus. All right, like I'm begging, please, please, anytime you type in anyone else's chat, please call him MPregasus. I am asking, thank you for magnifying and sharing the good word. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh, wow, you seem really serious about this. Yes. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you guys know, a classic meltdown is what you're watching right now. This is a classic meltdown. You can tell someone is melting down when they're laughing, smiling, and speaking in a calm voice. Yeah, that's a classic meltdown. Kindly, I'm asking nicely. It's such a good name for him, okay? Look, he's got the glow on him. Please, please. MPregasus is so good. I'm asking so nicely. And if you guys ever, like, have enjoyed any second of my stream, you would do this small thing for me. He's going to need some paternity undershirts. Yeah, he needs the jeans that stretch out. Please. We'll figure out who impregnated him later, but I really need this.
That might be the least funny joke I've ever heard. That doesn't even roll off the...
Dude, you should watch your own content. It doesn't roll off the tongue. MPregasus rolls off the tongue. Great.
tongue. So, I guess I'm pregnant now, and I need...
Yay! Congrats! Oh my God. He's pregnant now. Congratulations. Is it twins? I'm so happy for you. You're going to make a great parent, okay? Good job. I should make that a soundbite. I guess I'm pregnant now.
Need new jeans. Wait, is she trying to call me fat? That's not very woke, Denims. Come on. Fat acceptance.
These people wouldn't know a joke if it hit them over the head in one of the caning sessions they undertook. What? No. It's not calling you fat. I'm calling you pregnant. They're different things. What? You're not fat. You're pregnant. Hmm?
Listen, I got my copium excuse ready, okay? I'm a year into the bulk. You need to gain fat, become chubby to gain muscle naturally, all right? I'm not a fan of taking drugs like your friends, you know? I like...
Oh, he's heard about it. Aw, buddy, I wasn't even calling you fat. You don't have to show us all what you're insecure about. I just thought it was funny to call you MPregasus, which I said in the clip. I even said on the stream, my one purpose in this life is to sexualize men on the internet. That's my purpose. Hmm? If I wanted to call you fat, I would just call you fat. What?
To be healthy long term, right? And believe it or not, I'm actually pretty fit, okay? I'd say I got Olympic level cardio about that, but that's a video for another.
Oh, he's so hurt about it. Yeah, remember, don't put it in the paper that I was hurt about it and that I'm insecure about being called fat. I don't understand. Yeah, if he wanted to like out-woke me or something, he should have made like a this is transphobia joke or something like that. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't. I hope he's been taking his folic acid. We need a healthy baby. Well, you know, at least he's milking himself. At least he's milking himself. Good for him. There was this part I think that was pretty funny. Some of these parts are like, I don't know if he's pretending to be an idiot or he's actually
unintentionally
an idiot.
gotten pregnant through the screen, of course. Sorry, Denims. Unfortunately for you, OnlyFans hoes are actually not my type, believe it or not. I prefer...
Sorry, I have to pull up the meme. No, I've asked for this fucking meme before. I know where to find it, okay? Twitter. We can find it. Hold. Hold. Okay, maybe I can describe it and someone else can find it faster than I can. It's the image of like the dude on the computer hunched over and he's like, I need a foid that's traditional, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like this like blonde woman in like a trad dress. It's a comic and she's crying and she's like, oh, if only I could have like a schizo who was super asocial that went on the internet. Do you guys know what meme I'm talking about? It's so iconic, but every time I look for it, I can't find the words to correctly search it. Hold. I know I posted it on Twitter once, but I don't know how many fucking photos I need to go through to find it. There's so many worm photos. Wait, no way. Yes, yes, thank you so much for finding it. I'm saving myself for a virgin trad wife. I wish I could one day marry a deranged asocial schizoid. Can I say, first of all, listen, I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you for being pregnant, but I don't want kids, so it can't work out. You understand? Like, it's just too big of a commitment. And you're sitting here fantasizing about you turning down women, but you like failed to consider the women and the bitches and the hoes aren't interested. They're not. Mind you, yeah, I'm sorry, like single father? What choices brought you there? Interesting. Interesting. Close your legs, dude.
For intelligent women who are not, you know, brain dead like you. Tell you what.
So true. That's why you fail to understand the joke.
You can keep gooning though, all right? I can't really stop you from that. It really disturbs me. It really creeps me out, but, you know, it's not in my control.
Perfect. Again, I already told you guys, my purpose on this earth is to sexualize men on the internet. I did consider at one point, but I thought it would be too far, putting out like, in response to, do you guys remember the people that would post on every single woman's tweets? Like, is it pink? Or like, I can tell it's pink or whatever. I really, really considered for a brief moment making a penis chart of like all of the annoying chuds on the internet, all of the annoying male chuds on the internet, but in like funny ways that I thought would be entertaining. So like really long, weirdly crooked, unbelievably thin, concerning, right? Or like short and stout, never fully hard, weird hair growth. Like I thought about doing that for like different varieties to be like, is it like this? Question mark? Like this? Shaped like this? Question mark? And then I was like, no, I think that's too far. I was like, this would be too far. Yeah, one of them is just a Riddler dick. It's just like, did you guys see that one post that was like, that would bang so hard you should do it? Someone braver than me should do it. Oh, let me see if I can find it. It was a post about the Captain America skin. And like the quote tweet was something like, it's not that I even dislike it. It's just that it looks so absurd that it's grotesque. Wait, LOL, or something like that was like the caption. And the point that I'm making is, I feel like if we learned anything from like Gamergate 1, it's that you're not going to be able to explain ideas to people who aren't interested in participating in empathy. All you can do is show them what that is like on the other side in similar levels of extreme. And so people don't usually engage in the behavior, so you don't see it. But if you do engage in it, it makes people weirdly uncomfortable like this, like calling MPregasus for the purpose of doing it. Right? If the only insult that you can conjure up in your puny brain is OnlyFans whore, OnlyFans, and that's it. Okay, well, I have to do it back. I'm legally obligated. I have a contractual obligation to do that. I don't know if you guys have seen the post that I'm talking about. I don't think I can find it, but I saved it on the off chance that I would talk about it, but I don't remember when that even was. I don't remember when the skin came out is the problem. Dude, I can't believe he amplified my MPregasus message. That was so nice of him. Okay, there's no way I can find it. But yeah, I hope I explained the idea well. All right, let's keep going.
What can I do? So then she tries to justify Hasan's absolutely insane statements, talking about executions and canings.
Sorry, MPregasus finally responds to Hasan's concern that he is interfering with his valuable import-export business.
Billionaire, trillionaire investor, and he's keeping his valuable import-export business from Singapore because of me. And his entire chat spams this one meme for an hour straight. He keeps saying that I need to be caned and brutally beaten up because that's...
No, someone making content about you for once. Oh.
The only way he'd bring his business there. You mean your business of supporting a bunch of terrorists? And so then he starts saying that I need to be caned, right? And they call me like more.
Also, I have to say, man, do these people like just ignore reality? Is that what happens? If the only business that Hasan was in is like endorsing terrorists or whatever the fuck, why the fuck would a bunch of Democratic candidates want to constantly go on his show? People who, by the way, aren't even for sanctions against Israel.
More caning in his chat instead of more Pegasus. And basically he wants me brutally beaten up for making YouTube videos on him. Totally sane audience, by the way. Totally normal people were actually...
Can you believe it? It's never jokes when the enemy is making the jokes about us.
Dealing with here.
Listen, it's only hyperbole and funny jokes when we say it on our side. All right? When you guys say jokes, they're never real, and you mean them 100% totally seriously. Okay?
And you'll all hide behind, well, I'm actually joking.
20 more gains because you can't take a joke is crazy. Failure to understand humor. That's another 30 canings.
Classic Denims being very stupid as usual, so...
Like, he literally doesn't understand humor when it's against him. Classic Denims, you're being very stupid by reading a funny chat message and laughing.
Here's the difference. Let me spell it out for you, right? I've actually never said that Hasan deserves to be beaten or executed. That is the...
Yeah, dumbass. We're saying you are constantly in favor of the legal system being used against people that you think are, quote, guilty. And we're making a joke about you being held to Singaporean law. Hello? Are you fucking... Like, how dumb do you have to be to not understand that? We didn't write Singaporean law about canings. Like, what the fuck? I don't know how much more... Like, how much more can we dumb this down for him to understand? He's made, like, 400 videos being like... Actually, I think it's based for Ethan to do anything he wants and exploit the legal system to get anything he wants. And when people make the same joke about the legal system being used against him, he suddenly doesn't understand anything ever.
Difference there, because I know where the line is, right? I know there's a line that you don't cross even when you're giving criticism to people, and I'm
And the line you don't cross is saying that the legal system should be used against someone for violating the law. You cross that line all the time. Hello?
aware that there are unhinged people on the internet who do stupid things all the time, and that's why I constantly say to never even go to his stream or his chat or anywhere. Meanwhile, Hasan does the opposite and brigades every fucking comment section.
Huh? No, he does. I guess if you just make stuff up, yeah.
In every tweet. This is the difference
Wait. Oh, sorry. This is the other one. Yeah.
between us. I don't support any harassment. You guys harass people all the time. And I feel like this is just
I guess we're just hallucinating now. I guess when you make 400 videos about people that you don't like, that's not harassment. But when other people make content about you, it's always harassment. The perpetual victimhood is so embarrassing. It's just cringy. That's the problem that I have. It's just so fucking cringy.
typical with Hasan and his orbiters, right? They never apologize. They always double down, and they are so far gone.
He was literally completely wrong about the lawsuit, and then he didn't apologize. So for him to say anything at all about apologies is amazing.
They can't even see the difference between actual criticism and talking about someone dying. But of course, these are the same lunatics who are, dancing to Charlie Kirk songs, dancing on his grave or whatever. And,
yeah, because we carry the flame. Hello?
That's an entire issue. They got some...
I wish just one of these assholes were entertaining. I just wish one of them could make, one compelling argument. It's sad. He has to dumb down the argument to the point where he says, well, I don't call for violence, because he has to ignore the fact that no one is calling for violence. They're calling for the state to be used against you as a joke to make fun of the fact that you're for the state being used against other people that you don't like. It's
weird ass political climate in the USA. Thank God I don't live there, because honestly, that's I don't know how you guys deal with it. Half the people are crazy, half of them are psycho, they want each other dead. It's just really weird. So, I was just taken aback. I'm not used to such psychos, But luckily, I'm in a land far, far away from any of these lunatics. So then she just
yes, you're in Singapore. So we need everyone to understand that I as a big commerce person, I'm just very concerned about my commerce, my exports, my imports with Singapore, as we really all should be. The man known as MPregasus. His behavior concerns me enough for me to want to halt commerce with Singapore.
Dick rides Hasan. I guess that's regular.
Saying that when you're just pro anything Ethan Klein does is incredible. It's incredible.
Programming, right?
Can we watch something else? I'm getting strong. Secondhand soy. I can feel my man breasts tingling.
Joking, as he's actively pulling up laws, pulling up executions, pulling up fucking social media accounts, legitimately getting his fucking fans to spam at these Twitter accounts or whatever.
Known for its ports.
Dude, no joke, this guy unironically does this for the...
By the way, isn't it funny that he's talking about all these things, but he doesn't want to show any of the clips of Hasan getting people to spam these accounts? This is the Fox News rule. If it exists, they would be blasting the clip of it existing. If he was pulling up executions and saying, everyone report this guy, they would just be using that clip. The fact that he's not using the clip means it doesn't exist because he made it up.
Entire stream. He thought this was the funniest joke of all time. He was like, damn, my stream is so dog shit and so boring, and I'm so unentertained.
Also, I have to say, clowning on other people for not being funny, according to you, meanwhile you never make jokes ever, is an incredible display of stupidity. It's just so lazy. It's like, what joke do you make? You have what admittedly, we've watched not much because I can't stand his voice, but 5-10 minutes, he doesn't make any jokes. Is this a new video? I've seen him say the same exact things before. Keep watching. His stream is so dog shit and boring that he has a massive audience, huge pull, real life politics, real life impact on real politicians, and also is large enough that he can create an entire complex of anti-Hasan sentiment. Like, bro literally is paying your bills, man. Dude, but for bitch is spin. Sure. Stream fell off so bad that he had to make a joke about caning me.
The classic argument. Hasan is paying your bills, bro. Yeah, so I've explained this 5,000 times. They clearly aren't listening. I don't need Hasan, okay? I've been successful.
Copium. Copium.
Before him, I'll be successful after him. Yes, at the moment, I do make money off him, but I could easily choose another subject and then
I could do it anytime I want. Bro is literally a cigarette addict talking about quitting. I could stop cigarettes anytime I wanted. I could do it anytime I wanted. All right? I could stop anytime. I'm choosing not. Oh. So true. Everyone believes you.
make an equal amount of money, right? If Hasan retired tomorrow, I would literally just find another person to talk about, right? And it's so crazy. They ignore the fact that I've been popping off for 8 years. Obviously, I did not need Hasan to be entertaining. This is a...
Someone else can pull his stats. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. It's so obviously slop. Like, the reason he makes Hasan content is because it's easy content to farm. That's why he makes the content. Because you can only make so many videos about other content creators because they're just harder to hate farm. Right? Also, very comically, I don't think anyone even knew who MPregasus was prior to his Hasan videos.
Complete fantasy they've made up. They think that, oh, well, the second you stop talking about Hasan, your views are going to go to zero. When I talk about other people and the views are fine, obviously. Even better most of the time. So then she dares.
Again, he's just pretending like he doesn't understand that there's like ebbs and flows of content. And there's constant, predictable, like bread and butter content. But there's only so many clips that you can make or so many videos you can make talking about like fucking Kai Sena or talking about Emaru or talking about whatever. The Hasan well is like an endless flow, which is why he's never going to stop. I mean, he admitted as much when he said, listen, if he retired, I would make other videos. Oh, okay. I don't know why you would admit that.
Go after the legendary series. This is the greatest sin anyone could possibly do. He's like flailing around, like flopping like a fish out of water. And he's like, oh shit, I need to take somebody else down with me. Desperately trying to claw at anybody, any of his haters, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Classic Hasan stream. Watching 8 hours of MPregasus content. Mm-hmm. That's it. The other problem, sorry, there's one massive hole with this theory, which is if you've watched any of this content, it's all the same recycled garbage. Someone in chat just said this, by the way, but like, yeah. Someone in chat said, did we watch this video already? I swear he said the exact same thing before. Literally all of it is the exact, like if you've watched one Anti-Hasan video, you've really seen them all. They don't do anything new with the information. There's nothing interesting that they do with the information. It's just the same old trash over and over and over again. There is also something pretty funny about like his content is so boring and he's so washed, and that's why I had to make 400 videos on him.
Going after the legendary series. Oh my god. The nerf. The nerf. Yo, Denims, I know you're like super, super slow, but you realize
Sorry, let me let him finish.
Is the commentary. It's
Do you realize that there isn't commentary you can make if there's nothing to comment on?
not actually Hasan. Hasan is replaceable. That could be any other person, but the reason people tune in is actually the entertainment and the commentary.
No, they tune in because they want to see Anti-Hasan content. You are one of many people in a sea that is replaceable. Like, I don't understand the cope on like, I could change at any moment. I'm choosing not to.
That is being provided. That's why when I talk about people that are not Hasan, the views remain, right? If it was dependent on Hasan, then all the views would drop to zero.
Let me explain it in the most simple terms, okay? People still watch the After Sun episodes in Love Island because they want their fix of slop content. And they'll deal with like their fix of slop content because they know something better is waiting around the corner. All right? This is the same reason people watch filler. People will watch filler because they know that the next arc might be a good one. So they're down to watch the next good arc. This is filler content for your audience that desperately wants Anti-Hasan content. You hit a nerve. He's not hiding it well. He sounds so mad. I don't know why he's so mad about it. Dude, between him defending his physique and being like, by the way, I'm actually bulking. And I'm going to start looking really good. It's like, what? I wasn't even trying to call you fat. I just thought it would be funny to say that you're MPregasus. What? What the fuck?
And I would argue that Hasan is actually sabotaging my career because honestly, I have to keep responding to this moron. Maybe I'd actually have covered even
I have to keep responding to him.
More people and blew up my career even more rather than dealing with you irrelevant losers, right? Maybe I could go back to more.
Hasan's so irrelevant that he has 30,000 viewers and talks to every major politician and ends up on CNN and Fox News and all these other fucking platforms. And then there's the most important, most relevant, MPregasus.
Popular people like Logan Paul and start pulling 1 million views again instead of talking about people that I get more views than. Like, why the fuck? Why am I doing this? Like, I'm genuinely questioning my life now. I'm like,
because it's easy trash content. That's it. That's the only reason. It just makes more money to just put out garbage that's exactly the same every single time and people will eat it up anyways.
Hey, why am I talking about people who get lesser views than me at this point? Like, Jesus, anyways, I don't know what the argument here is. Like, I make recycled garbage. There's nothing new in a channel that is covering new news, new drama every day. There's nothing.
Yes, correct. Because at the end of the day, the only content that he makes about Hasan is literally, Hasan is a terrorist sympathizer, dog shock. Can you believe Hasan? Hasan. Like, it's recycled garbage. Like, it literally is. No, this recycled garbage is less recycled than the last bit of recycled garbage because Hasan recently got talked about, or someone spoke about this old clip of him. So now it's new again. It's like,
nothing new. I mean, you could say that about literally any other channel except mine. Like, if you looked at a gaming channel that's always playing Rocket League, oh, there's nothing new. All this guy does is play Rocket League. All this guy does is play GTA. At least.
Okay, I feel like I have to explain this. Do you understand that both things could be true? For starters, do you understand that both things can be true? That a channel that does only Balatro could be recycled content constantly, but also your channel is definitely recycled content.
Me, there's fucking new news every day. I guess you could say all this guy does is talk about the news. I mean, yeah, but the news is by definition.
This guy only talks about the news. The news in question. What was Hasan eating today? That's not the news, bro.
Definition new. It's in the word. Oh my god. And by the way, Hasan streams are unbearably hard to watch. Like, this guy is so damn boring. The only time he's
well, yeah, because he actually covers the news, which is too much brain power for you. I know, crazy. He's like, oh my god, he's like talking about who is, I don't even know who these people are. Whatever, I'll tune in later.
Watchable is when you interject commentary and actually make him entertaining and talk about him just crashing out and losing it like a nut job, right? Half the time my viewers are commenting, I gotta skip the Hasan clips because he's so damn boring. So then she takes a play for.
What I don't understand is, like, who are you trying to convince? Like, the viewership doesn't lie. If Hasan is so boring, why does he have 30,000 viewers? What is their, why do they, what's their explanation for that? I just don't get it.
From Hasan's book and tries to make fun of me being this high school bully, trying to call me a nerd, I guess. And you gotta love his, like, deranged chat, dude. Get him caned. We're just joking, guys. We're just joking. Get him caned. Get him executed. Of course, perhaps even more canings. That's my new name now, apparently. And the funniest part about all of this, on the 0.0001% chance that this deranged psycho is even allowed into Singapore, you
Cane Burt is not joking.
would be the one more likely to be caned in this scenario.
The canes will not stop until morale improves. The canes will continue until morale improves.
I'd say. Also, I don't think people get executed for
Huh? Ah, the classic intellectual juggernaut, MPregasus, here with an undefeatable argument. No, you. Yeah, well, I'm rubber and you're glue. Okay? Actually. Class act. Continue.
Denims, you're 30 years old, making high
This guy literally is not capable of saying an insult that isn't stupid. 30 years old, OnlyFans. That's it. Those are the only insults that he has. And I'm making high school jokes because you act like a high schooler. Have you watched your like, go and check your metrics, man. I guarantee you, if you checked MPregasus's metrics, the vast majority of his audience is under 25. I think the way that usually YouTube breaks it down is like 13 to 17 or something, 18 to 25, and then 26 to 35, whatever. Like, it's... You act like a high schooler, so I'm treating you like one and making fun of you.
high school nerd jokes. Wow, guys, he has glasses. Oh my god.
Does he think I called him a nerd for having glasses? Like, I don't understand how someone could be so fucking stupid. He thinks me calling him MPregasus was me trying to call him fat. I wasn't. He thinks me calling him a nerd is because of his glasses. It's because of the fact that you act like a loser, okay? And because you have a nerd voice. You literally sound like, wow, guys, look at that. She's saying that about me. Like, you literally sound like that. It has nothing to do with the glass. Hasan is wearing glasses in these clips. I have glasses. Why would I make fun of someone? Like, the stupidity is off the charts to think that I would make fun of someone for having glasses and put a nerd voice on because of glasses, when glasses are objectively sexy as fuck. Like, faces literally get made, I guess, make or break a face. And some people look really good with glasses, and some people look really bad with glasses. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that you sound like a loser, and you talk like a loser, and you act like a loser. So I'm going to make fun of you like you're a loser. Like, so guys, genuine stupidity or just pretending to be an idiot? Can we get a poll? Yeah, he's gonna watch and he's like, wow, I can tell Denims is literally calling me sexy because she said glasses are sexy. I guess the verdict is that, like... Oh my god, dude. It's brutal. It's brutal. Can you imagine? I just don't, I can't. I just can't. Dare I would argue medically stupid. Oh, I'm a loser. That's rich coming from someone with purple hair at 30. Excuse you, I'm 45. Okay? Please just get it right next time. I just don't understand how hard it is to get my age correct. Freak. Why do you get older every time? It's because people age. People get older over time. Look at this idiot. Dude, I've been watching this guy's content.
Today we're making a Hello Tea, a jasmine, gin, and elderflower cocktail topped with a guava foam. Now admittedly, this cocktail looks perfect for the Xiaohongshu girlies. I mean, there's foam, it's purple, but it's also quite delicious and delicate. First things first, start with the guava foam. To a vessel, we're adding a can of guava juice, and then we're adding our favorite foaming agents, xanthan gum, and of course, methacellulose 50. Use a
Obviously, duh. Just take out the methylcellulose 50 that you have
milk
stored.
frother to incorporate. It should double in size pretty quickly, and then add it to a whipper. I should follow. Charge with an N2O charge, and then we're leaving it in the fridge for about 2 hours. Let's make our jasmine tea cordial. Start off with 7.5 grams of jasmine pearls, and to that we're adding 500 ml of hot water. Let this steep for 10 minutes, then strain the tea out. After straining, we're adding 75 grams of sugar and 2.5 grams of citric acid to
This shit is so sweet.
balance. But Lance, it's not purple yet. Let's add butterfly pea flowers to the mix and get that started. After a bunch of stirring, the butterfly pea will stain the cordial from yellow to red to finally a cool purple. To make our hello tea, let's add 3 ounces of our jasmine cordial to a mixing glass, an ounce and a half of gin, and a 1/4 ounce of elderflower liqueur. Stir that down with ice. To a rocks glass, we're adding a big ice cube, our hello tea, and then finally topping off with our guava foam. It's light, refreshing, a bit tropical from the guava, but still plays nicely with the jasmine tea and the gin. Cheers. Today we're making a
I feel like the way that MPregasus talks about his content, he talks about it like it's this, where he's like, I don't make recycled slop. I don't do that. I make real original content. It's like, no, dude, you're in the same boat that everybody else is in that makes recycled slop. You make recycled slop. It's okay. On this stream, sometimes we do recycled slop, and sometimes we do news. I like a good 50-50 balance. I feel like the slop and the fun make the news a little bit more bearable. They're so different, I thought we moved on, yeah. Slop can be very good. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's just like, I jokingly put on, I had guests over, and my guests were like, well, you're the streamer, put something on. I'm like, okay, first of all, that's a hate crime against me. Okay, I am a protected class. All right. Second, absolutely I will. So I'm going through like the YouTube or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't watched in a while. Let me put on a Veritasium video and tell me why I started getting so invested in this fucking Veritasium video. I was like, dude, what? What do you mean they're bouncing this X-ray light off of 9 mirrors? What the fuck do you mean that they have melted tin? Liquid tin being hit with light? What the what? Huh? Dead ass? Are you serious? I haven't finished the video. Sorry, I might be mispronouncing it. I always just call it Veritasium, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce it. Maybe it is. I don't know. Lithography, yeah. And I was just going crazy with it. I was enjoying the shit out of that video. Why did I bring that up? Oh, that was to say, I feel like there's so much really, really good content that isn't recycled trash, like just 24/7 recycled trash. You have to either be a fucking moron or a child to be watching the recycled garbage. The like, here's episode 532 about why Hasan is 200% done. Like even Ethan Klein, like it was fun to like make jokes and make content, but then like at some point it just got boring. I was like, all right, well, that cycle ended. Okay, time to move on. Nah. It's just not, after a certain point, it just becomes the same thing, right? Same thing with Asmongold. It's like there is a period of like Mold Monday that was really funny and really fun to do. But then at some point he just like, I don't know if he just got lazier or I just started getting bored. I was like, the content is just not as good anymore. It's not as good as it used to be. I feel like he used to make actual, like, some semblance of, like, an argument, and then he stopped making arguments, and he just started, like, saying, like, yeah, well, I don't care, because I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and I don't care about other people not wanting that for themselves. And it's like, oh, okay. All good things must come to an end. So I just don't get, like, I could choose to stop making Hasan videos at any point. I'm just simply choosing not to. But if he retired, I would. What? Okay. Huh? It is cool that there are, like, people are, I think, tired enough. Let me see if I can pull it up. People are finally getting a little bit tired of, like, the constant perma-slop, or they're getting tired enough that they've started, like, making content about other things. Like, let me see if I can, or sorry, there's been a small ecosystem of anti-slop. Slop? Like I didn't even see this. Where was it? I wanted to actually watch this video, but then the time sort of passed and then I decided I wasn't going to do that. This guy made like a video on like people reacting to the lawsuit win. It might be in this one. It was later. I don't know if I could find it, but MPregasus said he said that he just went off of vibes and was like, "Well, I just guessed that she would lose." Like what? Why would you admit that, dude? The other thing I don't get is like, at some point, don't you eventually have to like move on, right? Look at this guy. Why do you keep talking about this guy? I need you to understand. He's done tens of hours of content on me. I'm simply reclaiming my time. Okay? I'm reclaiming my time. I want to hear your politics. Isn't it interesting that you only come in when I'm talking about other content creators, but you never come in when I'm not doing that? Isn't that interesting? Because yesterday we spent a bunch of time talking about politics, and the day before that we spent a bunch of time talking about politics. Isn't that crazy? Yesterday we did a bunch of segments. We talked about lettuce explosive diarrhea. We talked about the flyover jets. We talked about the testosterone pumping. We talked about the Trump. We watched the entirety of the most recent Trump speech. Have you tried showing up for like a politics segment and then you could hear about my politics? Have you considered that? Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you should try that. You should try showing up to a stream that says it's going to be politics, and then you can get to know the politics instead of showing up during a segment where I'm having fun and then getting upset. You should try it. You should try it. I know. This might surprise you, but you're only going to find soup in the soup store. Yeah. I don't mean to alarm you. I don't know if it was in this video or not, but maybe it was. No, I don't think so. There was like this clip of it that was pretty funny. Maybe I can find it. One more attempt. Yeah, I think that's 5,000 canings. No, 5 billion canings. Comedy is not non-existent, so I have to be serious, obviously. Maybe like... Huh. I can't find it. Most millennial reference. Oh my God. Real voice. Most millennial reference soup in the soup store. Listen, okay. Someone link this.
I think that if you are living a life unobserved and consuming fecklessly without consideration, I don't care if you're reading philosophy or watching Love Island. I think that they are similarly moot. You know, the only truly brain rot thing is to not be an active consideration of the implications of what you're watching.
Yeah.
This can be a legitimately insightful thing to consume. It says a lot of...
Well, it doesn't even have to be insightful, right? It can just be a nice break from talking about other things or thinking about other things. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, sometimes the news is just really depressing, okay? Sometimes the news is just, it's just like, oh, I mean, yesterday, the news was, here are these wildfires that are destroying homes, fucking forests, people's lungs, the atmosphere. Here's this this massive flooding happening in Texas. Here's this giant sinkhole that opened up in LA. right? Sometimes the news is just like depressing. So it's nice to have something that's fun, right? You can't just do nothing but queue ranked. That's how you end up on like, that's how you end up wanting to drink a glass of lava. Okay?
About what people were willing to present at that time, what the social strategies for, like, I don't know, online engagement, converting a, you know, reality TV stint into a more like enduring career, etc. kind of comes from. Like, there's a lot of interesting shit here. I don't really think that these people are better or worse. I think that people are complex, and I think that this circumstance can bring the worst out of people. How did the editing go about coaxing these kinds of statements out of us? Like, the point is that,
well, also, okay, so like, admittedly, sorry, one second, this shatter. Too bad all of California is in a sinkhole. This is either from someone who lives in LA or a chud. Please elaborate. Depending on your answer, my answer changes. But second, okay, this is going to sound controversial, or maybe it's not at all. Love Island is not something that I would reach for in like a sea of content. Tim's already talking about Jake Lang working with Unfuck America for content. No, I'll put it on the list. There we go. Oh, did he answer Chud or no? Okay, no. If you got a soundboard, what would be the first sound you added? I have a soundboard. I just don't use it. I got it because chat peer pressured me, but I just don't use it. To settle some of the U.S. debt, sell Cali to Mexico. Do you understand that California pays into the federal government significantly more than it takes out? You would be selling one of the U.S.'s most valuable economies. And GDP, and like, I mean, California has what, the 4th largest GDP? California literally subsidizes states like Alabama. We could get a good 3 trillion. Okay, well, shit poster alert? Maybe shit poster. Perhaps. Sorry, I want to finish my fucking take. I want to finish my take. Would it be okay if you just waited for a second, sir? Where are you? You know, like, just if you could just give me like 10 minutes, thank you. That should be enough time so I don't get stun locked. Usually people who can handle 10-minute timeout are chill. And then people who can't, it's like, oh, I don't want you here anyways. So, what was I saying? Right. So, yeah, Love Island is not necessarily a show I would pick up on my own without peer pressure. I definitely picked it up because of peer pressure. And I enjoyed it because there were a lot of things in the, like, most of the episode. I mean, listen, admittedly, I watched all of it on 2x. Okay, and I did skip like 6 episodes. Okay, listen, be reasonable with me. But I will say there were things that were actually really interesting about it. Like the movie night where they show like these people what they were saying. I feel like in the real world, normally you don't ever, I mean, you're not recorded at all times, right? You don't get to see how you actually sounded and how you actually came off. And your brain is so bad at remembering things, and it's so good at like protecting you, and it's so good at like rewriting your memories that when you think back on something, you're like, well, no, I don't feel that way, so I couldn't have been that mean. And then you like watch it back, and these people on the show, they were saying like awful things about some of the other contestants. And they're like, yeah, fuck her, lol, like, lol, like, oh my god, she's like a kid, like, ew, lol. Like, these girls are like, these new girls are sexy. And then like, these people are like watching it back, and they're like, oh my god, I look like a huge fucking asshole. Did I really say all that shit? Like, I don't even remember saying that shit. Oh my god. So like, that's cool. Like, because again, normally in the real world, that would never happen. You would never be able to like get footage of your interaction with other people and about how you interacted with talking about other people. And it like provides this introspection that otherwise you would never get an opportunity to experience. So I feel like there are some things about the show that are actually kind of interesting. Most of it is really boring, but the parts that are good are actually not. You watch Big Brother? No, I've tried. I can't. I haven't gotten into it. Love Island is legitimately fascinating. I normally don't like dating shows. I mean, again, I think like the first episodes are so boring. They're so boring because you don't know any of the cast and no one's. It's just So yeah, it's always cringe to see your younger self. Well, I mean, younger self in the case of like Love Island is like from a week ago. But anywho, have you seen Love Island UK? I've heard it's better, but I just can't. I can't do it, man. I can't. They're all pretending to talk like that. It's fucked up, man. I will not be falling for the propaganda. Do you judge One Piece on the first episode? You can't do that. You mean the anime One Piece? No, I've watched like hundreds of episodes. I just haven't caught up in a while. All right, moving on from that. I do think it's like a massive red flag, the type of person that watches slop content, but they don't recognize that what they watch is slop, so they judge other people's slop. Like, if you're like, ew, I can't believe you watch Love Island, but like, you keep up with anything slop related, it's cringe. It's so cringy. That's just not your flavor of slop. All right. Not this. Okay, sorry. This was the last thing I was going to say. This was I think I found it. This one. This is by far like the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life, so please buckle up.
How the fuck are you calling us out? Fact of the matter is, we made an educated guess.
Oh, God. Actually,
we made an educated guess that Denims would lose her lawsuit. What were you educated on? How did you make that educated guess?
Pegasus, you actually did the opposite of make an educated guess, you dumb fuck. You dumbass. You made an uneducated fucking guess. Completely uneducated guess. Because you're still stating complete mistruths, falsehoods, about the fucking case, about the conclusion, about what the judge said. All you have to do is read the fucking verdict. And a lot of what you're saying is obviously exposed as bullshit. Your guess was not educated. It was convenient, and it was you going with the fucking horde. And guess where the fucking horde was headed? Straight off a goddamn cliff. Thank God that that judge actually cared about fucking fair use. Because guess what?
It's like the people that say, like, I guess you can just watch Disney movies and say nothing. I guess I'm going to watch Toy Story 5 and say nothing. And just look at the camera. It's like, you know, like, listen, admittedly, some legal filings are really dense and they are difficult to read. Having read a bunch of them in school, some of them are just the text is boring. You don't know the parties in advance. There's a bunch of fucking like companies that you don't know. Like, there's a bunch of statutes that are difficult to understand. The filings in my case were all really easy to read. There was basically like nothing in them that was complicated. There was like maybe one or two things, but they were actually, there was not that much legalese in any of the filings that we filed or that the opposing counsel filed or like anything. It was really, really not easy to read. And sorry, it was not hard to read. And it was short. Like the filings were short and the judge's ruling was short. The judge's ruling was not, it was like how many pages? Like, I think in total, it was like 20, but in actuality, it was like 5 actual pages of the ruling or whatever. Surprisingly readable. It was very readable. And like the judge literally says, here are all the ways that it was transformed. This is clearly transformative. There's a lot of commentary that was added here. There was a lot of commentary that was added here. And that's like it's throughout the judge's ruling. So you can only think that if you just can't read one legal filing. Like,
If Denims lost that case, you would all be fucked.
Frankly, it was pre-law tiered. It took me 10 minutes to read and understand. It was not complicated.
Fucked. The reactors, they would all be fucked. The entire React ecosystem would be fucked. But hey, just my opinion.
based on the facts available at the time, and we're wrong 1 out of a million times, and we listen to what the lawyer
Oh yeah, 1 out of a million times.
We listened to what the lawyer said. The lawyer in question, lol count mindset.
Times Pegasus. Holy shit.
I can't. It's just too nonsensical, man. All right. Let's close all these. That's enough of that. All right. Listen, the day that MPregasus, I did my job, okay? I got him to address the MPregasus statement allegations. All right? And also, he even admitted I'm pregnant and that he's milking himself. So I got what I wanted. Oh, hi, Fuzzy. Sorry. There are stray cats that sometimes show up. Hi. Okay. Yeah, so are you going to do CPS if he hatches? Is insane. That's insane. All right. Enough of these. Enough of this. Oh, I didn't see this. Let me see. Abdul Sayad responded, January 6th terrorist Jake Lang tried to crash our Canvas launch. Here's how real Americans responded.
Why are you
Sorry, let me make it a little quieter.
persecuting me? We're gonna climb him out. Spineless prosecutor.
The reason I wanted to clap him out to USA is because he doesn't hate me. He doesn't hate AG. He don't even hate you. You know what he hates? He hates America. He hates the idea of what America was always supposed to be. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. Where it should not matter the color of your skin, should not matter how you pray, should not matter who you love, that you can be fully and 100% America. He hates that America. He wants America to be small. He wants America to be like him. He wants America to be hateful. He wants America to be a place that does not include. And every day that we go out there and we knock on those doors, we make an argument about what America actually is. An America that is bigger than his hate. An America that is bigger than the small-mindedness that he brings to this. An America that has a bigger heart than the one that he has. An America that is bigger than a Donald Trump who thinks that some people don't get to belong here because of their color of their skin. An America that is bigger than the idea that we all can come together and pray how we choose or not pray at all. An America is bigger than Mike Rogers and the corporate corruption that they all take to run these campaigns to pick our pocket. The America they believe in is one where a few people who look a particular way get to siphon off your money to make billions. That's the America they want. That's the America he represents. That's the America he's so mad he didn't get. And as much as that's an ugly display of the America they want for us, this here is
Dude, go off, King!
a beautiful display of the America we can yet build.
Dude. Yeah, this was the original clip.
Small little slap on the wrist.
Jake Lang tried to disrupt Abdul for a Senate canvass this morning. The crowd drowned him out, chanting USA, and marched him out the front.
Hey, crime charges. We're gonna crime charges from your team. You guys are USA! USA! USA!
I'm sorry. Oh, what happened to my mic? Test? What? Okay. It should be fixed now. There we go.
Small little slap on the wrist, bro.
Can you imagine? You show up to be a racist fucking chud, and the crowd drowns you out by saying USA, USA, USA. Also, dude, way to get fucking mogged, man. He's literally brutally mogging him to death. Look at the mogging. Oh my god. Christ, man. All right. And then close these. Okay, I can't resist. I saw this. Oh, I saw this second thought video and I really wanted to watch it.
The next mayor of the city of New York, Zohran Mamdani.
1 year ago today, kinda.
I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City.
Zohran won the Democratic primary and all but secured the mayor's office, snatching victory from the paws of the creep, and according to what I'm seeing on Facebook, turning the city into a cesspit of commie, Sharia, Bushwick, needle-swapping, woke, blue hair, no cops, pronouns, Hamas, kumbaya, BS.
This city belongs to you.
Is that a good thing? Has Zohran the more dumb mom dummy Lenined up the Big Apple and read disgustinged it? In this episode, we decided to find out. Title card. Wait, was I supposed to say that? All right, quick plug and then we'll get back to it. As always, I want to respect your time, so here's a timestamp to skip ahead if you're not interested or not able to support the channel. I've said this before, but it is worth repeating. This channel runs on viewer support. That is just—
Sorry, guys. Ethical reacts.
the reality of doing this kind of work. There aren't a lot of companies lining up to fund openly socialist content, and honestly, even when they do, it's not something I want to depend on long term, because at the end of the day, if your funding comes from corporations, there's always going to be pressure there. And sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's not, but it's never on our terms. So the alternative is pretty straightforward. If we want this kind of content to exist, it has to be supported directly by the people who actually watch it. If you're in a position to help out, Patreon is the easiest way to do that. You get some nice perks too, including early access to ad-free versions of every single video, and access to our patrons-only Discord server, complete with book club. And then there's also Means TV, which I've been really working hard to help build these last couple of years. Means is a worker-owned streaming platform, so no ads, no venture capital nonsense. It's just us normal people trying to build something that actually reflects the politics we talk about here. I've been posting some extra stuff there for a while now, including like...
Also, let me say, guys, when you don't make any money off of ads or sponsors, it's way more difficult to make political content and like stay afloat making political content than it is to do like any other content. Did you guys see this fucking clip, by the way? I think even Hasan talked about it. I don't remember. Ludwig said he made 1 mil in June. Here's the split. Merch, $7,000. YouTube, $270,000. Twitch, $57,000. Sponsors, $800,000 in June. So please understand, guys, when I tell you, also, so much of YouTube is ad rev, and same thing with Twitch is ad rev. When I tell you guys to support the channel, and I really only can do this content and make political content because of your guys' support. I mean it. Like, not having sponsors, not having ads, that's like not accessible at all. It really does mean that I rely entirely on your guys' support, and I otherwise I would not be able to make content online. That's just like, it's like literally just the truth. So if you have content that you like and you like watching it, and you watch it as much as you watch Netflix or more than you watch Netflix, you should support it, because the only reason it gets to exist is because of viewers like you. Fence sitting might be the new meta. Well, it doesn't even matter, because like after Ethan helped out with that campaign against Twitch, the like boycotting Twitch for anti-Semitism or whatever, like some channels are just like basically perma ad banned. Not actually, but like soft, where it's like, what else is there to do, right? His reasoning was interesting. He doesn't want to ask for more money from his users, but at the same time, once you start sponsorships, you start inherently self-censoring. Yeah, but like, nobody likes asking for support on the internet, and also nobody likes, because it doesn't matter what content creator you are, you're gonna get clipped if you ask for support half the time. It's like, well, I like the number of people that literally say like, Denims is literally a billionaire. She's a multi-billionaire.
They should be kissing Denims' feet.
Something new. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Super Cheetah, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Champagne Cyclist, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Adora, thank you for the Prime. And thank you so much for the tier 1. Schmaltzy, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Timmy, thank you so much for the 22. Charles, thank you for the 13. Thank you guys. Cool Cat, thank you for 13. Also, DJ Kento, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Sorry, I missed it. Also, the people who are saying you were going to lose the case are real quiet and shitting themselves now. Yeah. It's also just soft censorship, because it means full-time streamers that barely make enough to pay their bills often can't reasonably risk being blacklisted for ads as a political streamer. Well, yeah, and that's why like most of these people just like don't engage at all in the political space or talk to any of the
Hasan's hot. Oh, I'm gonna fucking
political people. I like how you went from going to be homeless to billionaire in like 6 months. Yeah. Yeah. It's two sides of the same coin. Ask viewers for money or sell it for sponsors. Yeah. You're not a billionaire. I'm unsubbing. I don't want to support a poor. Thanks for you, dude. Thank you, V-Shag. Thank you for the 5 months. So yeah, I really do appreciate all of the support. If you watch the stream, if you like the stream, if you like not getting bombarded with ads as you normally do anywhere else watching anything else, and you like not having to watch someone chill for a sponsor, support the channel, because I can only not take sponsors with support from you guys. Cats, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you. Does having Turbo support you? No, because I don't have ads. We're back on Pack Watch. Wait a minute. Governor Bashir suggests he received information suggesting McConnell passed a new interview. We'll talk about it in a little bit. I only watch ad-free political streamers at this point. Twitch ads are nonsense. Then you should consider supporting the streams that you like to watch, knowing that those people do not, or the streamers that you watch who don't have any ads, make nothing off of Twitch other than the support that you guys provide them. So like I said, if you watch it, and I feel this way about all journalism, any journalists that I really appreciate, I try to support them, and I try to pay for those services, because getting constant content where someone has to be there all the time and knowing that they don't make anything other than the support that they get from viewers or readers or whatever, it makes me want to support them. So you guys should support those things that you like, that you watch often. I did cancel my Ryan Grimm fan club subscription recently. I mean, I just didn't. What people choose to do is what people choose to do. I don't like how he responded. I keep seeing Ryan Grimm tweets on my feed. I'm just like skipping straight past them. I'm like, Lost in Trance, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Don't do it, Chud. I will never sub to the stream, especially not for 4 years. Gulp. All right. What happened with Ryan Grimm? Wait, what happened? Yeah, what happened? If you want to watch the podcast episode, I think the best coverage of it was on the podcast, the No Politic Here podcast. I was on it and I talked about it for like, we talked about it for like over an hour. So I would recommend watching that. Okay, moving on.
15 or 20 minutes of extra content for every video, and we have some bigger projects on the way too. No pressure, obviously. Watching and sharing the videos helps a lot on its own, but if you do want to go a step further and help make sure that Second Thought stays afloat, these are the best ways to do it. For those of you who already support us financially, and those of you who are on the fence, thank you so much. It really does mean the world to us. All right, that's it. Back to the video. Let's start with a list. Zohran's achievements in just 6 months in office are incredibly impressive. And at the top, you have to put free universal childcare for thousands of 2-year-olds in New York. Just 8 days into his term, Mamdani secured a $1.2 billion budget to make pre-K free in the city and add thousands of new spots for kids. Finally giving thousands of New York parents an—
Also, thank you for the 1,000 bits. And thank you for the sub, Baron. Thank you. Sorry, some of them aren't coming through. I don't know why. Best love, thank you for the gift sub. And thank you for the tier 1. Cat's-Eye, thank you for the 2 months. Spin Dash, thank you for the 42 months. Almost 4 years for me too. Oh, I know the arthritis is kicking in.
answer to the question, how can I provide the greatest number of infectious diseases to my child at no cost? Let me tell you, I'm a parent myself, and this is a big deal. For everyone, but especially for those working class parents who can't afford to either take work off, or send their kids to private pre-K, or move neighborhoods to where seats are available. Not everyone can get help from family, and feeling like your kids are already—
The crazy thing too is the right-wing party is like the pro-family party that wants everyone to have kids, but they literally refuse to ever implement policy that would actually fucking help people. Also, thanks, Runa Fish. Not a typical viewer, just wanted to stop by and congratulate you on the complete, utter ass clapping and spanking you gave to Ethan. Thank you. I do my best around here.
already falling behind at just 2 years old is a horrible thing. This plan eradicates that. Not measles, though. You might have also seen that we're taxing the rich now. In the capital of capital, second homes worth more than $5 million and that sit empty most of the year are now going to be taxed. That'll bring in somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 million. You get it? Neighborhood? Which is really good news for a city where rent and property prices just keep going up. There are entire streets filled with empty apartments used by billionaires exclusively as improvised.
I'm so sorry to distract you guys from this, but not me reading this chatter's message out earlier thinking that this was just sarcasm. And then realizing that this person is like insane. Make white people pay for feeding and breeding more non-white kids. Impressive feat indeed, very cool. Was something I said not true? This was a chat from yesterday. Yeah, I scrolled up and then I see this. Why is your hair purple and straightened, sister? Let it grow naturally. Crazy Moroccan curls. Why do you hide your natural curly hair and color? Don't tell us you're not proud of your Moroccan roots. Do you talk to people like this outside? I believe that's what the youth call scaring the hoes. Wait, Denims isn't white? I I can never tell if people are being sarcastic when they say, I can't tell if, wait, is Denims actually not white? I can never tell if those people are being sarcastic. Nope, but looks like I hit a weak spot since you pulled me up. No, I pulled you up because you said make white people pay for feeding and breeding more non-white kids, which came off insane and made you sound like a fucking crazy person. And then I looked at your other messages and I confirmed that you are in fact a crazy person. Is it true or not? A taxation system that taxes people to feed children. Is that true or not? Did you know, the policy doesn't specifically exclusively target white people, right? So, yeah, it's untrue. White people in the West pay most of the taxes. Oh, you're just like racist. Like, you should actually never speak to anyone in your life and you should go live in a fucking mine for the rest of your life, actually. You're a freak, dude. If you ever wonder why you get no bitches, know that it's because you're a racist piece of shit that will never experience love. Just in case you were curious.
Bank deposits. Much in the same
You guys
way
can
I
also
use my
report that person for using slurs.
goes, we're all just parking our money in a safe investment. At least now there's a public benefit to us doing what we do. Now, as with most of Mamdani's plans, billionaires went to the press to whine. They said, oh, this is a mistake. People are gonna leave. We don't want to kick out millionaires.
It's so funny, too, because, like, this idea that brown and black people are the ones that are scamming the system and putting, like, white people's livelihoods at risk or whatever. It's like, go pull up a chart of, like, welfare fraud, by the way. Okay? And personally, I'm going to admit with you guys, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I really don't even care if people commit fraud so that they can get food stamps. I don't even care. If you're at the point where you're committing fraud so that the government can help you pay, like, can help pay $100 for food stamps, I don't even care. I care about the Rick Scotts of the world. And the Rick Scotts of the world, if you want to talk about race, like, that shit is self-evident, man. All right? Not that there is a that there is a link, but if you're just talking, I'm just talking about the facts. I'm just talking about the statistics. Isn't it interesting that you only ever talk about the statistics that let you be a racist piece of shit, but you never talk about the statistics that make your racist ideas look fucking stupid? Oh, shocking. Well, I'm just saying the truth, that it's just the truth that black and brown people commit crime. It's like, okay, if we're just talking about the truth, can I ask the racial ethnicity or the skin tone of the people going to Epstein Island? It's almost like there's no fucking correlation between those things, and these are societal factors. You fucking shit for brains, dumbass, moron. Hello? And people are victims of the fucking zip code that they grow up in. And shocking, I know, but like your material conditions are going to impact whether or not, material conditions impact whether or not crime occurs at what rates it occurs. It's just so annoying. It's just so cringy. It's like, I don't understand the race realists that try and use statistics when you can easily pull up a billion statistics that look way fucking worse. It's like, actually, race has nothing to do with these things. It has to do with what your income looks like and what your zip code was when you grew up. That is the best metric for how someone's life will turn out. And it, again, has never been about anything else. Like, ever. It's literally your spawn point determines so much about your life. So, sorry, it's just cringy. It's so cringy. Dude, don't even get me started on... And you know what's funny, too? It's like, you can... When you try and explain these ideas to race realists, they don't understand. Like, they like fail to understand analogies. Like, you tell them, well, it's not that school shooters specifically are white because white people have a school shooter gene. It's that in white communities, in suburbs, community is just, it's much more closed off than it is in other cultures. Like, if you talk to Hispanic people, if you have Hispanic friends or Black friends or immigrant friends, they'll tell you like, oh, your whole family lives in your house with you. You move out at 18. What are you, crazy? No, you move out when it makes sense for you to move out. What? Okay, more racist people banned. And when you're lacking that community and you're lacking that like outlet, yeah, no shit, because people are not meant to be isolated. Human beings are social creatures. You are meant to have friends. You're meant to have people that you trust. You're meant to have people that you can talk to. And I'm sorry, it is the case that a lot of the school shooters, if not probably all of them, were dealing with mental health crises because they don't have any community, because there's no third spaces, and because, admittedly, a lot of like suburban culture, which happens to also be white, is very like closed off. Like, you see family like on the holidays and that's it. Like, oh, it's time to go to the family for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And besides that, it's like, I talk to my Hispanic friends and they're like, well, there's going to be a birthday party on Friday and then we're just having fun on Saturday. Sunday, I think they're doing a sports game or something. I don't know why I'm checking my watch as if there's a calendar there. Oh, and then there's another birthday on Tuesday. That one's going to be fun. It's the twins. And then Thursday, we were thinking to like just host something just because, well, why not? And then there's like literally, you're just constantly hanging out with community, which in that case is family. Whereas if you talk to, and this is not like an all white people or all Hispanic people, but generally speaking, a lot of like the white people that I've spoken to or a lot of the white people I've been friends with, Suburbia is just fucking hell. Suburbia is just hell. And like the culture is like, it's literally, oh, I don't want to hang out with my, the thing is, in immigrant communities, immigrant culture, or even in brown and black culture, a lot of times you don't like half of your family, okay? That's part of the deal. You don't like them and you're just forced to show up and hang out. But it like keeps you sane because there's usually some people there that you like, and by circumstance alone, you stay sane because you're at least having human connection. And also low key sometimes it's good to have people that call you out. And I will tell you guys, man, I've gotten called out by people who weren't my family just because they're like, I'm friends with someone. I'm friends with like someone who's Hispanic, and I go over to their house for like a party, and like some random person doesn't know me. They're roasting the shit out of me. I'm like, damn. Oh my God. This is brutal out here, man. Oh my God. Go to a white family. It's like, wow, that dress is unique. That's good. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. It's like, girl, just tell me it's bad. Like, don't give people a false sense of security, man. Stop. I can't with these, like, with this language. You got to go straight for the jugular, man. I would rather have someone tell me, so you picked that one out from the trash, or were they just giving it for free? It's like, how you getting not you getting roasted by someone's Tia. But it's love, right? It's like, no, I can be straight with you because I would not speak to you this way if I didn't trust you to be an adult and handle it like an adult or whatever, right? But anyways, what was I trying to say? It's culture. It's culture. It's just so crazy. It's like, I don't understand race realist. I don't understand it. It's so bizarre to me. I don't know how you could like go about the world and interact with people and actually believe any of that horse shit. Like, you've got to be the dumbest person alive to believe that shit.
Who spend so much in New York, blah, 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 blah. But they know they're not going anywhere. Taxes like these never actually drive out more than a tiny % of ultra-wealthy residents. Study. And at the end of the day, New York is New York. These guys can't avoid going there once in a while. If they can afford a $5 million apartment they barely use, they can afford this. they don't actually have any leverage, and boy does that feel good. So the city's getting more money coming in, and it's going to allow the mayor's office to do more of what they've already shown they can do well. Things like handling a historic blizzard, putting the screws to landlords, filling hundreds of thousands of potholes, getting rid of junk fees on hotels and delivery apps, and all this other stuff that this video is just not able to cover because we frankly underestimated how much Mamdani's done when we started this. And in the future, building more affordable housing, making buses free, and opening public grocery stores with the first one already announced for the end of the year. The wheels are already turning, and this is working. Having a socialist mayor is working. Not for nothing, but New Yorkers, by and large, they love the Zoe.
I like him. I like his smile. I think he's got good energy.
Love him.
I'm just amazed that he does so much.
Look at this. Up like a rocket, higher and higher. New York City voters have never felt better about the man that they elected to lead this city.
He has done a ton of great things already, not the least of which breaking with the left's traditional MO. Losing. We've gotten so used to elections being a contest between Mr. Neo-Shitlib and Bring Hitler Back Man that it's incredibly refreshing seeing someone on the left not just offering an alternative and winning on that line, but then actually doing pro-working class things once in power instead of clip-farming anti-Republican zingers, writing strongly worded letters, and going back to the nursing home. Like sewer socialists back in the 30s, Zohran is proving that socialists can both have the right ideas and get shit done. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Zohran isn't the US's first socialist in office. A century ago, cities like Milwaukee elected true-bred Reds to city councils and mayor's offices. And once in power, these sewer socialists delivered things like the first public housing co-op in the country, city-owned power and quarries, and, as the name implies, functional sewage systems. They even, in an echo of what's coming down the pike in New York, secured city-run affordable food and clothing. Once again, socialists in office, good, but sometimes bad too. For all the great things the Mamdani admin is doing, having the DSA sticker of endorsement doesn't give him a free pass. For all the progress made, there are some serious concerns I, and a lot of us on the left, have about how the next few years might go. And let's start with the biggest disappointment so far, the NYPD. We knew this was coming. Early in the election cycle, Mamdani committed to keeping Jessica Tisch on as NYPD commissioner, most recently seen here. You might not know her if you don't live in the city, but Tisch is well known there for both her connections to New York's financial elite, as an heiress of the Lowe's family fortune, and her, let's call it, conservative approach to policing, particularly against pro-Palestine protesters. She is a darling of the New York elite, and as one of the highest-ranking figures in the city, someone appointed directly by the mayor, and the commander of 30,000 officers playing with the budget of an army, Tisch is not like any other appointment. Whoever has that role matters a lot. That she is such a diametrically opposed figure politically is one thing, but the more important issue is her track record since she's been in charge. Already, we've seen her commitment to so-called quality of life policing. Basically, sending cops to harass people in a sort of dragnet way. The idea of QOLP, or CULP as the kids call it, is you bring out the big guns for the little stuff to stop it at the source. It doesn't sound too unreasonable until you realize it's the same failed idea behind broken windows. It's putting guys with guns in situations where they're gonna...
No, stop and frisk was a very effective strategy, okay? We stopped so many black teenagers who were doing nothing.
Escalate things. What does this look like in practice? For one, it looks like homeless people being dragged to court in droves for sleeping in subway cars. This started when Tisch was working for Adams, and it hasn't slowed down a bit under Zohran. You only sleep on the train if you truly have no other choice. For example, if you've been iced all night. But sicking the cops on people just trying to make do is overkill, and it doesn't take into account that the homeless have even less of a choice these days now that the Mamdani admin has, tragically, restarted doing homeless encampment sweeps. And the criminalization of homelessness is just one particularly cruel facet of this problem. The NYPD's also shown it's a problem in the way they've been collaborating with ICE.
Video shows ICE agents dragging a man outside of Wyckoff Heights Medical Center. We're working to find out why ICE took him into custody, but the NYPD says it had no involvement in this operation.
You may have heard about this already, but on May 2nd, NYPD arrested and used force against New Yorkers protesting ICE as the agency was arresting an undocumented immigrant in Bushwick. From what we know, ICE and the NYPD didn't coordinate ahead of time, so no laws were broken or anything. But that didn't stop officers on the scene aiding the US Gestapo as they dragged a handcuffed, clearly injured guy out of a hospital and pepper sprayed anybody getting in their way. The NYPD went so far as arresting and shoving protesters and even changing a tire on ICE's car so that they could get away. Facilitating ICE's operations like this is clearly not what should be happening with a socialist in charge, and it seriously undermines Zohran's supposed commitment to keeping New York a sanctuary city. Bottom line, by refusing to rein in the NYPD, Zohran puts a lot of New York—
Which, like, let me say, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase what I want to explain this. Or sorry, how I want to explain this. This is exactly how I want our political climate to look. I want it to look like electing candidates, electing politicians that do what they say that they're going to do. And when they make mistakes and when they do things that we don't like, we call them out and slowly shift the Overton window closer and closer and closer and closer to what we want. Because Zohran even doing everything that he has done, making it so that people are just getting fucking sick and tired of the establishment and being like, I don't want another fucking Kristen Gillibrand. I don't want that trash. Like, I want someone who actually will go out and fucking fight for me. I don't want someone who's gonna stick it to them. All right? I want someone who actually gives a shit about me. I want someone who, when they're asked, hey, are you gonna take this $300,000 pay raise? I want them to say no. I want them to say, I haven't, like, earned it. People haven't asked for me to get paid more. I want to fight for the people. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to get more money. I was elected to do a job, and I want to do my job. Right? So, like, I want there to be a constant, slow movement, I don't know what you would describe it as, towards the right direction. Right? And also, we should be capable of drift, I think is what I was looking for. Criticizing the candidates that are not doing exactly what they said, how they said, and push them in the right direction. Left direction, you mean? Right? I mean left. Correct direction. That's what I mean. I'm from Queens. For decades, the #1 arrest category in New York City was weed possession, 40K arrests per year. The New York City state legalized weed now. They have to find other reasons to harass people and harass and arrest people. Yup. And that's how I feel about this. It's just like, I understand that so I wanted to preface what I'm about to say with all of that, but I understand that, like, the New York City mayor has, like, a progressive mayor has a difficult job of making the people of New York happy, and also having to make and deal with the police union, which is sadly one of the strongest unions in this country. And he can't just ignore the NYPD. And I get that. And I think it was a good thing that he didn't bite off more than he could chew, but that doesn't mean we should ignore it. Like, he needs to get everyone on New York on board with, no, our mayor, Mamdani, knows what he's doing. He is here to help us. He is here to make our lives better. I am starting to, like, unequivocally trust him. So I understand he's just doing one step at a time, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't keep calling for it.
New York's most over-policed and vulnerable communities at risk.
Police unions aren't even unions or class trader gangs. I mean, yes, definitionally.
Risk. This was already a bit of concern.
And yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want what I say to come off like, well, he's just a small bean. He can't take on the NYPD all by himself. And I don't want to stifle criticism or stifle accountability or calls for accountability. But also, we definitely shouldn't let him off the hook, but I also think the NYPD is a way harder problem to solve than people might think it is. Correct. Who's a streamer I would like to follow him? He's a YouTuber. His name is Second Thought. Oh, not his real name, but... Oh, sorry, I was linking the wrong thing. Oh, exclamation point video. Thank you, bro.
When he ran. But the fact that he backtracked on defunding the police and planned to keep Tish in charge was supposed to be balanced by things like the Department of Community Safety.
And that this is an appointment.
Unfortunately, he's right. They move like an actual gang. They publicly announced the address of Cuomo's daughter or whatever. I thought that was de Blasio.
That I would make in tandem with delivering on the agenda that we put forward over the course of the primary. That's an agenda that will create a Department of Community Safety. Yep. That is an agenda that will ensure that we are dismantling the strategic response group as the way the NYPD responds to protests. And it's an agenda that understands that safety and justice have to be delivered together. The most important thing is that we only ask those officers to do the work of policing, as opposed to now, we're asking them to also take on the homelessness crisis, the mental health crisis, so many different examples of the failures of the social safety net. That's
like, guys, we've seen Zohran Mamdani's wife and what she said, okay? Zohran is obviously more progressive than he lets on in some of these interviews. When he says, oh yeah, I believe Israel should be a state with equal rights for both people. What he's saying is, I don't believe under current Israeli leadership, like, I don't believe that Israeli politicians or even the Israeli people want Palestinians to have equal rights. In fact, when you ask them how they feel about Gaza, 80% of them say ethnically cleanse all of them. So I don't know how Israel can exist as a fucking ethno-state. I don't know how anyone can be okay with it existing as a fucking ethno-state. He can't go full Hassan. He's hiding his... Yeah, and his position is... like, the closest thing I guess I could call it is like a humanist position, but he understands that he has to be cautious with words because the establishment will try and attempt to do anything to discredit it because, God forbid, you actually run on a campaign that helps people instead of just financially profiting and fucking filling your portfolio up. The foundation of Israel is just as untenable like the US's foundation. I mean, correct. And so that is exactly the same caution he is putting on display when he talks about the NYPD, when he says, I think that they're just like overworked and they have a lot of things that they can't be expected to deal with all of these things. I know what that means as a fellow progressive. I know what that means. It's just a tactical way to say, yeah, I'd like less fucking cops showing up and killing people's fucking dogs because they're asking for help. I know what that means, and I think everybody else knows what that means. But again, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't constantly be pushing people slowly towards an Overton window that has been shifted left enough that the center actually is the fucking center.
It's going to be the focus of the Department of Community Safety.
If Tish wasn't going anywhere, at least cops would be less of a nuisance. But so far, the SRG is still there, Tish is still beating on protesters and the homeless, and the DCS is little more than an office with no budget. Now, I'll admit, we're still in the early days, and I hope I'm proven wrong, but things like this hint at a bigger problem. We knew the minute Mamdani got into office, he'd have to contend with the establishment. Establishment Democrats, New York's elite, holdovers from the last administration. No one expected the mayor of a single city, no matter how committed he was or how big that city is, to deliver a socialist transformation overnight, free of any resistance or compromise. I'll even say that the way Zohran has worked with the establishment has been, for the most part, strategic and efficient. NYPD stuff notwithstanding, compromising with Hochul delivered free childcare and a luxury homes tax.
And a lot of people were very confused about his endorsement. I thought it was Hochul, but I'm pretty sure it's Hochul, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe both are correct. A lot of people were very concerned about his endorsement of Hochul, and I called this really early on saying, listen, guys, maybe it's too early to say this, but I trust his team. Going from like no one knows who you are to beating Andrew Cuomo is a very, while being publicly, visibly Muslim, communist, socialist, whatever, it's a very impressive feat. I trust his media team, and I trust his strategy, and I trust his ability to make the right decisions, and I trust his wit, and I trust his staff and his staffers. I want to believe that he didn't go for something like this without getting some concessions in return. So I was like, you know, this, I'm going to give a little bit of grace and assume just this once that he's doing politicking for the good of the people in New York. And as it turned out, it did play out well. And it fucking did. He had nothing to win from it because the DSA was not running a challenger. You should get there, though. You can't get shit done if you don't do politics. You literally just can't walk into a room and force everyone to work with you. It's politics. Well, I mean, again, that's why when he was asked, like, what do you think about Hakeem Jeffries? He was like, I'm just going to focus on New York. You know, do you think he should step down? You know, I don't really know. It's like he knows, but he also knows he can't just make an enemy out of literally everyone and expect there to be changes. Like, he hasn't proven himself first. Or he has to prove himself first. As in the DSA should to where they can run candidates everywhere. I think people are also just so used to charisma suck dipshits that on the left we can miss what are supposed to be dog whistles for progressives, but we take it as face values. Take it at face value. Totally agree. I love when Fox News calls him Commie Mamdani because it doesn't make people scared of him. It just makes people love communism. Yeah. Local DSA LA convention is today. Are you going to go? I don't think I can make it. As sad as that is. Okay.
Putting on a good show for Trump staved off the worst of ICE and reversed some deportations. In these compromises, Mamdani is sticking to his word. His goal is delivering on his program so that New York can lead by example and can't be dismissed in future elections across the country as just another failed socialist experiment. Socialists running for office need to be trusted. This is clearly a good priority. Okay, new outfit because I don't remember what I was wearing in the first part of the video and I'm not going to check. Also, so if there are a lot of jump cuts in this section, it's because it's very stormy out there.
Oh, thanks, Uranus Thief. That is a crazy name. That's a good name.
And there's some thunder, so I'm going to cut around that. Now, this is not where the video was meant to end. To tell you the truth, we had this episode most of the way done.
Yeah, I saw that, Rat Daddy. I hope she's okay.
But I wanted to add something last minute after the primaries, which just happened. Now, originally, I was going to get on my high horse and complain that Mamdani was, he was doing well, but slowly drifting away from his base and the DSA. After a few months, the videos from the mayor's office felt like they were wasting his talent for mobilizing. Zohran kept getting wins, that's great, but more and more of them were being diluted thanks to either the budget deficit or his alliances with the establishment. That is concerning. We don't want that becoming the norm, and to avoid that, we know we need more socialists in office and pressure from below. But we were losing the energy of the campaign's 100,000 volunteers. And I know that's normal after any election, but even right after Mamdani won, New York DSA signups flatlined at 2,000, and we were seeing promising socialists in New York either not getting endorsed or getting straight up sidelined.
And, sorry, let me let him finish his point.
It started to feel like we won one important election, and that was going to be it. The ladder was being pulled up. We weren't building the alternative after all, and everything was going to hang on Mamdani not betraying us. Well, I'm genuinely happy to report that, at least as of right now, that's not what's happening. In the most recent primaries in New York, Mamdani-endorsed candidates won, and in most cases, they won big. I can tell you firsthand that friends in the city had an incredibly easy time knowing who to vote for this year, even down ballot, thanks to Zohran's endorsements. And in the races that Zohran hadn't said anything about, in most cases, DSA had a candidate they put forward, and people pretty much knew that was the same thing. Now, I don't know what kind of numbers Mamdani's team's looking at. Maybe we could have gone further and won a few more races, But the results speak for themselves. 9 out of 10 DSA wins ain't bad at all.
Let's go. That's my fucking mayor. That's my mayor right there. Let's fucking go. And even if you're not from New York, that's your fucking mayor too.
In those races where Mamdani endorsed candidates further to the left than even the Working Families Party, which is historically about
I'm a hoe for Zoe is crazy.
as far
Well,
left
we'll
as
take it.
candidates in New York go. More and more, it's looking like Zohran and DSA are carving out a space in the Democratic Party that's independent enough to win elections and maybe soon pass
So you guys know on my stream, on this channel, on this show, I do a lot more of culture because culture impacts everything else. Everything else is like downstream from culture. And I do think culture is super important. And I don't mean necessarily like pop culture or something. I mean like how people feel about the things that are happening in the world or in their country, the world or our planet. And that impacts pretty much everything. Like, again, literally like everything. Quoting Steve Bannon right now, by the way, am I? I don't really listen to Steve Bannon. He disgusts me. And there is so much. This is why I've tried to trust Mamdani a little bit. Not to say that we shouldn't criticize him at all, but I've tried to really trust Mamdani on some of the decisions he's made because he has to prove that New York wins, that socialism can win, that democratic socialism can win, that people want a socialist that actually gives a shit about them, that they can see that taxing the billionaires actually fucking works, dude. Guys, Steve Bannon said the sky is blue. If you say the sky is blue, you're quoting him. Shut up. I know what the chatter is trying to say. They're just joking. They're poking fun at me. I know that chatter is a troller. I had a greater point that I was making. Wait, hold up. Yeah, New York City is just a great way to show the rest of the country you can demand more. And you need to. And you should. The number of people that aren't even necessarily progressive that look at New York and they're like, so why the fuck can't we have that? Why the fuck do we have fucking potholes? I'm tired of, driving my fucking car in this pothole every morning and asking for it to get fixed and it never getting fucking fixed. I'm tired of my landlord having fucking poop water flooding my fucking neighborhood all the time and that suspicious tower that looks like it communicates with aliens and there's nothing I can do about it. And these people, they can call Mamdani's fucking hotline. He picks up in 0.1 millisecond and somehow the landlord has already been executed on the spot. Like, what? Why can't we have that? Like, why does he have that and we don't fucking have that? I want that. I want my landlord to actually have to fucking fix his property. I want the fucking millionaires and billionaires to pay fucking taxes. I want to be able to afford the city that I fucking work in. And I think people are just tired of like the Haley Stevens, and we're gonna stick it to him. It's like, how exactly are you gonna do that? You're a misogynist just like Abdul Sayed. Like, you haven't stated a policy that you actually give a fuck about. And people are tired of the Kamala Harris, like, and yeah, they're right. Immigrants are a serious problem. And we need to execute the immigrants. We need to do that immediately. But I was thinking instead of 100%, what if we did like 50%? What if we did that? It's like, stop. I see some chatters had their checks cleared, huh? I don't know. This Haley Stevens is starting to grow on me. Your check just clear? I don't know if you guys saw that tweet. It was really funny. I'm $10 richer, baby. I don't know. Haley Stevens is starting to grow on me. I don't know. This flan is starting to grow on me. I'm getting paid per chat message. Anyways, guys. Yeah, I feel like it's also why I try to make stream as positive as I can. Within reason. Because like, first of all, there's enough bad news in the world. Second, there's a lot of good news in the world, all right? And I'm sorry, it's objectively fucking dope that we actually get to experience Mamdani having an impact on New York and actually having an impact on the rest of the world and or country at least. And Fox News' only response is, guys, he's a communist. He's a communist and he wants to give you health care and child care. And he's gonna do it by taxing the people who have 2 homes. It's like, what are you doing exactly? So yeah, I like to cover the fun stuff. I like to cover the good stuff. And I would like to amplify as much of the Zohran stuff as possible. Although everyone's so horny for Zohran, including Trump. So it's not that hard to amplify. But with that, everybody, after a nice, great, wonderful, many Mamdanis keep popping up. I know. I'm going to send you guys over to Pokey. Please show her some love. Okay, I'm going to head off. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. Have a great rest of your day. Stay hydrated. Tell your homies that you love them. And I will see all of you guys for a Sunday fun day. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.